Hello everybody, this is Felipe Diaz-Vera. Before we get into the next episode of In Depth, I want to let you guys know on something going on with my friend Netbug, who has actually started her own series of looking at Monkey Team in a different light, in a different perspective, and it's really interesting. You can check it out on her channel right here, and I hope you check it out. It's called A Closer Look, which is actually a better name for a show than In Depth. And I think her jokes are funnier than mine. And she has better sound quality than me. And she has a bigger history in the fan base than I do. Oh God, I'm out of a job! Episode 18, entitled Versus Chiro, begins with Chiro fighting a horde of formless minions rather impressively. Seriously, for a throwaway fight, it looks great. We get a surprise when Big Ugly Mandarin has Chiro as his apprentice? What?
Thank you, Lord Mandarin.
Formless Chiro clone Mark Z23 has self-detonated.
We see Skeleton King is once again communicating from afar, so we can guess he is alive again. Skeleton King and Mandarin are trying to make the perfect Chiro clone. Meanwhile, the Hyperforce and Chiro are training with the pillars again. You might remember them from the episode about Thingy. Chiro sets the controls way too high and is a bit too happy about things until Sparks turns off the controls. We see then that Chiro is confronted by Chiro? And now Chiro versus Chiro as we try to figure out which one is the clone. The fake Chiro's head explodes. Chiro gives the explanation on what happened.
I was walking to the arcade when I was jumped by a horde of me. Next thing I know, I'm in some lab locked up in a cell by Mandarin.
Chiro leads the team to the clone factory. Or rather, a trap. The Hyperforce defend themselves very well. We see Chiro isn't in fact Chiro, but another formless clone. We finally see the real Chiro locked up somewhere. Chiro is tested with some mutated creepy clones, including one that kinda looks like the Thing. Wait, that's Marvel Comics. DC. Ooh, including one that looks like Cinderblock from Teen Titans. Yeah, that works. Chiro defeats them all as Mandarin tries to figure out the imperfection with the clones. Chiro fakes passing out to escape his cell, and try to find a way out. Meanwhile, the Monkey Team find Chiro, but not being sure if it's the real one, Gibson runs a series of tests to discover that this Chiro is the real one. Only for it to not be Chiro as he is spotted trying to attack Sparks and explodes like the rest. The experiments do, however, let Gibson discover that Chiro is in the Pit of Doom. Quite an important set piece in Monkey Team lore, that place. Chiro sees that the clones are being formed thanks to Flytor's eye. Yep, we got continuity, folks. Chiro destroys the eye, but sets off the alarm as Mandarin decides to
Unleash the twins!
Holy sugar-zoom! I'm Chira. And I'm Chiru. And we're here to smash you into a greasy pulp. Listen, ladies, I don't want to have to get physical here.
The twins are having some fun, deciding to attack Chiro until the Hyperforce finally arrives to make the save. Antari realizes that this Chiro is in fact the real Chiro since he has something the rest do not. That being the power of Primate. Mandarin, learning what is missing, decides to merge all the clones together in hopes that one of them has the key trait. This gives us the Chiro Blob, which is one of the weirder things the show has ever done, and that is saying a lot. The creepy part is that the Blob still talks generally just like Chiro. Nothing the robot does works, so Chiro decides that the only thing that would work is the one thing the clones do not have. The Power Primate. Antari decides to give Chiro their power as well.
Such a merging could create an antimatter explosion, eradicating the entire cosmos.
Well, let's go for it!
The Chiro blob dissolves into the atmosphere and falls back to the ground as formless mush. Chiro is weak, but does his job. We get a funny end scene with references to earlier in the episode. Oh yeah, one more little thing.
My lord, I was just about to repair the...
Silence! The lab has been destroyed. Chiro's genetic scan wasted. There will be no more clones.
If you will permit me one more chance, my master, I promise...
No more promises, Mandarin. No more chances. You are being replaced. Take him away.
No!
I'll get to the big game-changing ending in a moment, but first I want to say that this episode is both awesome and strange. Awesome in that the multiple fight scenes are some of the best in the series so far, and the humor is great. But strange in the way that the Chiro clones do range from the odd to the downright grotesque. Still, overall, a great episode. There's also a small part about character relationships here, with Sparks and Nova pairing being hinted at again, and Gibson and Otto being perfectly opposite again. Okay, now for the end twist. I'm kind of torn on this here. On one hand, I hated steroid-looking Mandarin, so to get rid of him is a big plus. On the other hand, minor spoiler here, this is the very last we see of the original Mandarin, as from here on out he is replaced with a formless clone. This episode does slightly explain how the formless clones know everything about the originals and is downright perfect in their memories, except for minor things. This case being that Mandarin is still a Skeleton King slave, but at least now he looks cool again. Things will get even crazier when we get into episode 19.
Man, you make one ugly chick, Chiro. But if you were a girl monkey, woo-cha!
I don't believe my baby blues.